Now today we study about the integral calculus. Calculus divides two parts. One is differential calculus, other is integral calculus. Today we study about integral calculus. What do you mean by integral calculus? Let us take an example. Suppose y is equal to sin x, then dy by dx is equal to d sin x by dx is equal to cos x. So sin x, the derivative with respect to x is cos x. If you take another function y is equal to sin x plus 2, then dy by dx is equal to also cos x, as the derivative of a constant quantity is equal to 0. If you take another function y is equal to sin x plus 10, then dy by dx is equal to cos x. Now cos x dx integration is equal to sin x plus c. So we cannot get a definite value. We cannot get the original function. If you take sin x, the derivative is cos x. If you take sin x plus 2, the derivative is cos x. If you take sin x plus 10, then differential coefficient is cos x. So the differential coefficient of sin x plus c, if you take the differential coefficient of sin x plus c, derivative of sin x plus c, sin x plus c is equal to cos x. Then the integration of cos x dx is equal to sin x. So cos x is the derivative of sin x. Cos x is the derivative of sin x, and sin x is the antiderivative of cos x. Cos x is the derivative of sin x, and sin x is the antiderivative of cos x, or sin x is called the integral. Sin x is the integral of cos x, or sin x is the primitive of cos x. So the method to obtain the integral is called integration. The process, the rule, or the method to obtain the integral is called integration. And this is the elongated s. Elongated s. This is s and this is elongated s. Elongated s taken as the symbol of integration. As integration stands for summation, hence elongated s taken as symbol of integration, and c is called integrating constant. Now we derive the definition of integration. Integration let fx and gx be two function of x. Let fx and gx be two function of x, such where derivative of fx, derivative of fx is equal to gx. We take two functions such that the derivative of fx is equal to dgx. We take two functions of x such that derivative of fx is equal to gx. As for example, suppose we take fx is equal to sin x, fx is equal to sin x, then f dash x is equal to cos x, f dash x cos x. So we take a function fx and gx. Suppose gx is equal to cos x, So f dash x is equal to cos x. Now fx will take sin x. So sin x derivative is equal to cos x. So we take two functions sin x and cos x as for example. As for example, we take two functions sin x and cos x. So the derivative of sin x is equal to cos x. Now here we take two functions. One is fx, other is gx. Derivative of fx is equal to gx. Now then gx dx, the integral is equal to fx plus c. Now cos x dx integral is equal to sin x plus c. Here fx is called antiderivative of gx. fx is called antiderivative of gx or primitive of gx or integral of gx. If derivative of fx with respect to x is equal to gx, then gx dx integral is equal to fx. So fx is called antiderivative of gx, fx is called primitive of gx, fx is called integral of gx. Now gx is called integrand and gx is called integrand. Gx is called integrand. If fx differentiation is equal to gx, then gx dx integration fx. fx is called antiderivative of gx, fx is called primitive of gx, fx is called integral of gx. The method to obtain the integral is called integration. The process or the method to obtain the integral is called integration, and C is called integrating constant. This is the elongated s. This elongated s taken as the symbol of integration. Now we know that integration is nothing but it is antiderivative. It is primitive of a function. So primitive of a function or integral of a function or antiderivative of a function is called integration. Now there are some standard rules of integration. Standard rules of integration. Number 1, dx integration is equal to x plus c. If you take a function, we take differentiation and integration. As integration and differentiation are reverse process, hence dx integration is equal to x plus c. If you take a function sin x, then differentiation, we take differentiation, that is cos x, and integration. Differentiation and integration are reverse process, so that we find sin x. Hence dx integration x, du integration u, dt integration t. Next du integration du plus dv integration is equal to du integration plus dv integration, that is equal to u plus v plus c. Number 3, du minus dv integral is equal to du integral minus dv integral, that is equal to u minus v plus c. So product u into v integration and u by v ର integration. We cannot integrate product and quotient. Hence, these are the standard rules of integration. Dx integration x, du plus dv integration u plus v plus c, du minus dv integration u minus v plus c. Number 4, k dx integration. If k is a constant, that is equal to k into dx integration kx plus c. Number 5, x to the power n dx integral, that is equal to x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c, where n is not equal to minus 1. N is not equal to minus 1. It is an integer. N is belongs to R, but n is never minus 1. So this formula x to the power n dx integration, it is valid for all n except n is equal to minus 1. X to the power n dx integral is equal to x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Number 6. Now we take the differential part and integral part of the function. Now we know that differential part and integral part. Differential part and integral part. Derivative of sin x is equal to cos x. So cos x dx integration is equal to sin x plus c. As the derivative of sin x is equal to cos x, so cos x integration is equal to sin x plus c. C stands for integrating constant. If now we know cos x different derivative is equal to minus sin x, so sin x dx integration is equal to minus cos x plus c. So sin x integration minus cos x plus c. As cos x differentiation minus sin x, so sin x integration minus cos x. Now we know differentiation of tan x is equal to sec square x. So sec square x dx integration is equal to tan x plus c. We know derivative of cot x minus cosec square x. So cosec square x dx integration is equal to minus cot x plus c. Now derivative of sec x is equal to sec x into tan x. So sec x into tan x dx integration is equal to sec x plus c. Derivative of cosec x is equal to minus cosec x into cot x. So cosec x into cot x dx integration is equal to minus cosec x plus c. As we know, the derivative of trigonometric functions, derivative of sin x is equal to cos x, so cos x integration sin x. Derivative of cos x minus sin x, so sin x integration minus cos x. Derivative of tan x sec square x, so sec square integration tan x. Derivative of cot x minus cos square x, so cos square x integration minus cot x. Derivative of sec x into tan x, so sec x tan x integration sec x. Derivative of cosec x minus cosec x into cot x, hence cosec x cot x integration minus cosec x. Again we know the derivative of e to the power x is equal to e to the power x. Derivative of a to the power x is equal to a to the power x log a. And a derivative of ln x is equal to 1 by x. and derivative of log x base a, derivative of log x base a, derivative of log x base a is equal to 1 by x log a, 1 by x log a. So we know the derivative of these functions, exponential functions, hence integration of exponential functions e to the power x, integrations of e to the power x is e to the power x, as the differentiation of e to the power x is equal to e to the power x. Hence e to the power x dx integration e to the power x plus c, a to the power x dx integration a to the power x by log a plus c. Integration of a to the power x by log a. But a, we know that log a is not defined when a is negative and a is equal to 0. If a is equal to 0, log 0 is infinite. Log a is defined when a is positive. So this formula is valid. That is, if a is not equal to, f is not equal to 0 and a is not equal to log 1, we know that log 1 is equal to 0. Log 1 is equal to 0, so a is not equal to 1. A is not equal to 0 and a is not equal to 1. A is not equal to 1, a is not equal to 1 and a is positive. If a is negative, so log a is not defined. If a is equal to 1, log 1 is equal to 0. As e to the power 0 is equal to 1, e to the power 0 is equal to 1, so log 1 is equal to 0. If log 1 is equal to 0, so we cannot find a to the power x log a. And a is not equal to 1 and a is positive. So a to the power x integration a to the power x by log a. Again 1 by x dx integration is equal to ln x plus c. So dx by x integration ln x, du by u integration ln u. Again we know that derivative of sin inverse x, sin inverse x is equal to 1 by 1 minus x square root over. Hence 1 by 1 minus x square root over dx is equal to sin inverse x plus c. And the derivative of tan inverse x, derivative of tan inverse x 1 by 1 plus x square. Hence 1 by 1 plus x square dx integration is equal to tan inverse x plus c. Derivative of tan inverse x is equal to 1 by 1 plus x square, and so 1 by 1 plus x square dx integration tan inverse x. Again, derivative of sec inverse x, derivative of sec inverse x is equal to, we know the derivative of sec inverse x, sec inverse x is equal to 1 by x into x square minus 1 root over. Hence 1 by x into x square minus 1 root over dx, the integral is equal to sec inverse x plus c. So these functions we know, the derivative of these functions, exponential function, Hilbert functions and trigonometry functions, hence easily we find the formula or integral of these functions. Now again we know that integral of a tan x. Then what is the integral of a tan x? As tan x is not the derivative of any other functions, we cannot find tan x by taking the derivative. So what is the integral of tan x? Tan x dx integral. What is integration of tan x dx? Now tan x, we cannot find that any function whose derivative is tan x. Hence we cannot easily find the integration. Here we multiplied sec x and divide sec x, and we take t is equal to sec x, t is equal to sec x. So dt dt means derivative of t, that is equal to sec x into tan x into dx. If we take t, put t is equal to sec x, so dt by dx is equal to sec x into tan x. So dt is equal to sec x tan x dx. Now this is reduced to the form dt by t, that is equal to ln t plus c, that is equal to ln sec x plus c. As a dx by x or integration log x, du by u or integration log u, so dt by t or integration ln t, and we put in place of t sec x. Hence we remember that tan x dx or integration is ln sec x plus c. Again we find that cot x integration. Now cot x integration, that is equal to cot x is equal to cos x by sin x. Cos x by sin x. If we put t is equal to sin x, then derivative of t is equal to cos x dx, that is equal to dt by t, that is equal to ln t. So that is ln sin x plus c. So cot x integration ln sin x plus t. Again, what is the differential? What is the integral of sec x? Now sec x integration, we cannot find a function whose differential coefficient is sec x. We cannot find a function whose derivative is sec x. Hence we cannot find directly the integral of sec x. Here we multiplied sec x plus tan x and divide sec x plus tan x dx. Here we multiplied sec x plus tan x and divide sec x plus tan x. Here we put t is equal to sec x plus tan x. If we put t is equal to sec x plus tan x, then dt is equal to sec x into tan x plus sec square x into dx. Now that is equal to sec x whole into tan x plus sec x dx. Now we find that sec x whole into sec x plus tan x dx. This is dt and this is equal to t. So dt by t ln t plus c. So ln sec x plus tan x plus c. In this we find the integral of sec x, and sec x integral ln sec x plus tan x. Next we proceed the integral of cosec x dx. You now write the function that is equal to cosec x. Cosec x dx. Cosec x dx integral. Now we cannot find a function whose differential coefficient is cosec x. Hence we multiply cosec x minus cot x and divide cosec x minus cot x. Here we multiplied cosec x minus cot x, cosec x minus cot x, and divide cosec x minus cot x. Cosec x minus cot x. Now, if you put t is equal to cosec x minus cot x, then dt by dx is equal to minus cosec x into cot x plus cosec square x, that is equal to cosec x whole into cosec x minus cot x. So dt is equal to cosec x whole into cosec x minus cot x into dx. Now you replace this by dt and this by t. So dt by t ln t plus c, that is equal to ln cosec x minus cot x plus c. Now in this way we find the integral of cosec x, integral of sec x, tan x, cot x. Tan x or integral ln sec x, cot x or integration log sin x, sec x or integration log sec x plus tan x, cosec x or integration log cosec x minus cot x. Again, we remember that dx integration dx by x integration, we know that dx by x integration is equal to ln x plus c. Now dx by root x integration is equal to 2 root x plus c. Dx by root x integration is equal to 2 root x plus c. In problems, frequently we used this formula, the dx by root x, dx by x. Now dx by root x, that we can write x to the power minus 1 by 2 dx. That is equal to x to the power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by minus 1 by 2 plus 1 plus c. Here n is equal to minus 1 by it is not equal to minus 1. That is equal to x to the power 1 by 2 by 1 by 2 plus c. That is equal to 2 root x plus c. Hence we remember dx by root x is equal to 2 root x plus c. Now we know what is integration and what are the standard formulas. Next class we solve some problems, and when you move to solve the problems, here we know the rules of integration. What is integration? Integration nothing but it is antiderivative. Inverse process of derivative is called integration. Integration is called antiderivative. Integration is called primitive. Integration is called integral of a function. If the process or the method to obtain the integral is called integration. As integration is the summation, as integration comes the word summation. In other classes, in next classes, we study about the summation, and hence the elongated s taken as the symbol of integration. As integration word comes from summation, hence the elongated s taken as symbol of integration. C is the integrating constant, and we know the standard formulas of integrations. Next class we solve some problems regarding integrations. Thanks to all.